Hello everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. Today I'm going to share with you what is the difference between a spiritual teacher, a spiritual coach, a spiritual consultant, and a spiritual guide, right? So let's begin. Okay, so the first thing that I want to share with you about what is a spiritual teacher. You see, my name is Devjit Kunda and I am a spiritual teacher and I'm a spiritual coach, right? And my job, shuffles from being a teacher to being a coach and sometimes being a spiritual guide. So what is the difference between all of these things? Because if you are actively in your spiritual awakening journey, then maybe you are thinking of becoming a spiritual teacher, right? So a spiritual teacher is somebody who has gone through their own awakening journey, who has learned their own lessons, who have integrated a lot of the lessons from their own life experiences, have understood the meaning of the spiritual purpose, right? And they have now a much deeper connection with their higher self. They are connected with their inner guidance and they receive downloads. They are connected with the higher realms and they have a lot of things to share, to impart, that can help other people accelerate in the spiritual journey, right? So that is a person who you can call a spiritual teacher. A spiritual teacher's main purpose is to share their own wisdom, share their own understanding and their perspective to the world, to the people who are embarking on the spiritual awakening journey. So essentially a teacher imparts wisdom, knowledge and information so that your journey can become a little more easier, a little more clear, right? Then comes the second aspect, which is a spiritual coach. So what is a spiritual coach, right? So I'm also sometimes acting as the role of a spiritual coach when I'm working with my clients and students one-on-one or in a group coaching setup. That is when I am both functioning as a role of a teacher and majorly working in the function of a spiritual coach. So what is a spiritual coach? A spiritual coach is somebody who is not only going to give you the information, but is going to hold your hand as you're going to walk through your awakening journey. You see, sometimes the spiritual awakening journey can become so difficult. Sometimes it's different for different people, right? Sometimes the same lessons can come to you in different ways. So it helps to have a spiritual coach, a person who has gone through that path. So when they see you going through the challenges, they can, help you understand how to overcome those challenges, right? So this is something that I do with my clients and with my students. Many times my clients and students, they come up with their specific challenges. Maybe they're experiencing challenges with abundance, challenges with relationship, challenges with triggers, with emotional situations, challenges with spiritual ascension sometimes, right? And that is when I give them specific tools, techniques, advice so that they can implement those things and experience deeper level of centeredness, inner harmony, can come out of those challenges, manifest their most magical life. So tailored specific suggestions, guidance, action items, techniques, tools, that is the job of a spiritual coach to provide you, right? So essentially a spiritual coach coaches you, gives you tailored guidance specific to you, right? Now what is a spiritual consultant, which is the third aspect? A spiritual consultant is a little bit different, right? So a spiritual consultant, somebody visits to a spiritual consultant because they have a certain expertise in a certain area of spiritual domain, right? So maybe you are a trauma healer, right? Or maybe you are an inner child, you help people with their inner child healing. Or maybe you are a shadow work teacher, right? Or you help people to meditate better, right? So you have certain expertise, a certain domain in which you are good at. Maybe you are into astrology, maybe you are into divination techniques, okay? Specific techniques, specific domains of spiritual aspects, and people come to you to receive your guidance, your to consult to you about that specific area. For example, you're going through certain challenges with your inner child aspect, or you need to do some shadow work with certain areas, and people come to you to consult you to understand how they can deal with that specific area, because you are an expert in that field. My expert is in ascension, spiritual ascension. My expert is in helping you experience deeper levels of inner harmony in your journey. My expertise is in the domain of wizard consciousness, the fourth density stage of consciousness, where we live life magically. My entire channel is dedicated on this wizard consciousness, right? So that is the job of a spiritual consultant, to give you specific advice and suggestion to your particular specific domain, spiritual domain. And the final one is a spiritual guide. A spiritual guide is somebody who is going to be with you as you're going to walk your path, and not necessarily be constantly teaching you, guiding you or anything, but their presence is going to be with you. Like I serve the purpose of a spiritual guide through my videos, through some of the posts that I make, through my wisdom that I share with the world, right? So not always everyone is paying attention or implementing everything that I'm sharing, but once in a while, when something is going on in their life, just because my presence is there in their life, they can receive the support, they can experience the constant companionship in the spiritual awakening journey. A guide's role is to be a constant companion in your spiritual awakening journey, because many times the whole spiritual awakening journey can become very much like a lone battlefield. You are walking alone, there's not a lot of people around you. So when you have somebody who is a spiritual person, who is constantly present in your life, that helps. And whenever some problem happens, you can go to them, reach out to them, right? So many of the things that I've shared, the difference between a spiritual teacher, a spiritual coach, a spiritual consultant, and a spiritual guide, many of the roles overlap with each other, and that's absolutely okay, right? So I hope you have resonated with some of the things that I've shared with you in this video. And if you have resonated, then do leave a comment, right? And what I want to share with you is that I am at the moment offering private one-on-one spiritual coaching sessions. If you are somebody who have been watching my video and if you want to work with me, then do reach out to me. And in my email address will be in the description of this video. Just send me an email that you want to work with me, and let you know how to book a private one-on-one coaching session with me, right? At the moment, I'm offering one-time free one-on-one coaching session with me, which you can receive, right? So this is available for a limited time only. So do reach out to me in my email address. And I'm also sending newsletters where I'm sharing a ton of stuff about the spiritual awakening journey. So sign up for my newsletters. The link is in the description of my video. And on this Sunday, me and my friend Coach Suraksha Gopal, we are both spiritual awakening coaches, and we are hosting a completely free 1 hour long spiritual group coaching session. These sessions we are hosting almost every Sunday now. So do sign up for our free spiritual group coaching session. In our session, we are going to share a ton of stuff about the spiritual awakening journey. We're going to share about what is your life path, how you can connect with your intuition, how you can connect with your higher self, how you can set boundaries to prevent energetic and emotional overwhelm, right? If you want to know all of that stuff, then do attend our spiritual group coaching session happening on this Sunday and on every Sunday at the moment, right? So the link for our spiritual group coaching session will be in the description as well. Go sign up, right? So if you have enjoyed what I've shared, then do give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already, and watch some of my other videos on the spiritual awakening journey, right? So have fun, and I'll see you again soon.